Hello everyone, welcome to English POC by V. I'm Emily, and with me is John. Today's episode is all about childhood friends and school life. So, sit back and join us on this exciting journey as we explore, learn, and grow together.
Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty universal. Childhood friends and school life.
Yeah.
We've got this material just titled straight up,
Right.
Childhood friends and school life.
I love it.
I'm thinking our mission here is to figure out what this pairing tells us
Exactly.
about the whole experience of growing up.
You hit the nail on the head. It's like these two things, friends and school, they're practically inseparable,
Always.
in our memories. I mean, just looking at the title,
Right.
it hints at this really fundamental connection between the two.
Yeah, and that title, Childhood friends and school life, that little word, and it's doing a lot of work there.
It is. It's huge, right?
What jumps out at you about that?
Well, it's not just that kids happen to have friends at school, right?
Right.
It's suggesting that the school environment itself, it actually shapes who those friends are
Okay.
and how those friendships play out. And the reverse is true, too.
Huh. Interesting. So they're kind of in this constant
It's a feedback loop.
back and forth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking about how many friendships start from just like sitting next to someone in class or being on the same, soccer team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's so unique about those friendships that form in that
School setting.
Yeah, like that shared space.
Well, you got to consider the developmental stage.
Yeah.
School is this like petri dish for shared experiences. You're going through so much together for the first time, studying for that big test or trying to figure out the whole cafeteria scene, the excitement of a field trip. I mean, those things can create some seriously strong bonds because they're tied to these like emotional milestones. It's almost like you're learning how to navigate the world
Together.
Together, exactly.
I like that. So even before we get into the actual content of our source material, just based on this title, Childhood Friends and School Life, what kind of themes or insights do you think we might uncover? This screams social identity formation to me.
Okay.
School is where kids start to really figure out who they are in relation to everyone else and their friends. They become these key figures in validating that identity and offering that sense of belonging and shared understanding that they get you. And it might be different from what they get from their family. They're like your mirrors and your anchors all at once.
It's like they're helping you crack the code of
the unwritten rules.
the whole school environment.
Absolutely.
So then how does the structure of school, like the pressures and stuff, how does that actually shape these friendships?
Well, the system itself, with its schedules and groupings,
Right.
even the physical spaces, it can both help and hinder friendships.
Interesting.
Being in the same group for a project can lead to this amazing bond, but then being on different academic tracks can create distance.
Yeah.
It's crazy how even the architecture of the school day plays a role.
And flipping that around, how do you think having close childhood friends actually impacts
A child's experience.
their experience of school?
It's massive. It's not just a backdrop,
Right.
Those friendships, they can be a real buffer against stress.
Oh, that makes sense.
Knowing you have a friend there for you, it can boost your confidence to participate in class or just make you feel safer in social situations. Even provide motivation when academics get tough. They can be a source of resilience,
It's like a support system?
Exactly. But we got to acknowledge the flip side, too.
Yeah.
Negative friendships, this can have the opposite effect, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. So just going by the title, Childhood Friends and School Life, it really paints this picture of this super intertwined relationship.
Right.
School is where these bonds form.
Yeah.
And then those bonds really influence how a kid navigates the whole thing.
Both their education and their social development. Yeah.
It's almost like you can't talk about one without the other.
You can't, they're completely intertwined.
So I guess for everyone listening, think about your own journey. How did your childhood friendships and your school life kind of shape each other?
Yeah.
And what are some ways those early connections maybe still affect you today?
It's worth reflecting on, that's for sure.
It really is. Thanks for exploring this with us.
My pleasure.
It's been great.
Absolutely.
Take care.
See ya.